Hey, you guys. So I just want to make one thing clear. When I said they murder, like the gang stalkers murder people, do they literally, grab a gun and shoot them or, stab them? Maybe in some scenarios they do, but when you push someone and you're antagonizing them and you're constantly on them because you want them to unalive themselves, you want them to commit suicide, that is murder. I don't care what you say, you're murdering someone. If you if someone's already sick and you speed up the process to kill this person through medication or through surgeries or through whatever instance it is that you use, that's murdering someone. I don't care if you make it look natural or not. If you plan this grand scheme of this person is a bad person and painted this person out to be a bad person and they commit suicide, or you committed the suicide and or you committed the death and you say you proclaim it as a suicide, that's murder. um if you know you make a death look like an accident and maybe a work injury of an accident, or maybe you know um a car accident where they got ran over or they were injured in a car accident and they end up passing away, that's murder. If it was um, a scheme and something you planned out and you thought out, it's murder. And I don't care if you put your hand on them or not, or if you pull the trigger or not. You know what you did, you know what you caused, and it's murder. So, anyone that sits here and says, well, I didn't murder them, I didn't do that to them, yeah, you did. And you know what parts you've had in that. But that being said, I just want everyone to know I'm not suicidal. I don't plan on killing myself. I don't um, want to kill myself, and I plan on living, and I plan on bringing justice and light to the whole gang stalking, the whole organizations of, courts and the life insurance policies, and the idea of people believing that they can just go get a life insurance policy out on someone else's name without even knowing them. Because in a lot of situations, that happens too. Um, a lot of like the community leaders will be involved, police officers, people of the law that should be enforcing the law instead of enforcing the law are part of the whole situation. Now, not all, but some are. And those that are, I'm sure you'll eventually, as you start calling the cops to say, hey, this and this is going on. Can you come help me? And like the same cop comes over and over again, or you get pulled over and it's the same sheriff that's pulling you over, or if you're finding cops around you all the time and you read the number on the side of their car and it's the same number each time, I'm sure it's the same police officer in that vehicle. um you just have to be very, and it's so important for me to stress this, vigilant of what is going on around you. You have to be aware, like you have to literally have eyes in the back of your head and know with all your heart and faith that God has you. These people think they get away with it because other people, they've caused people to unalive themselves. They've caused um supernatural deaths, or that should have been a natural death, to speed up in the process. Like, it's insane, and the things that these people do is insane. Like, maybe they'll use you know um people that look very intimidating to come at you, or to like mean. I am like maybe 4'11", 150 pounds. I'm little, and like they'll have these grown masculine men that are all tatted up and like, that are mean mugging me and passing by and like looking at me like, bitch, I want to kill you, and it's supposed to be intimidating, but at this point I just laugh at it because I know, yeah, maybe you look intimidating to me and you may look intimidating to the next person, but you're not intimidating to God. And I know as long as I believe in God and as long as I put my trust in God, it's like God says, if you don't, what does he say? If you don't know me, then you don't know my Father. If you don't love me, then you don't love God. and God dwells within Jesus, and Jesus dwells within you. So, like, I constantly seek to God for his strength when I feel powerless, to give me his power to, let me feel that he's near and like he's there, and like um the strength and the courage that I do have, I can't give myself credit for that, cuz that's not me. It's all God. It's all God. It's all